Hey everybody, I am really excited to talk about this topic because I think some of the people in my industry go a little bit over the top about this, and I want to be the one person to give you some breathing space. My name is Michele Burghardt. I'm with thesavvymind.com and the creator of the Simple Success program, and I cannot wait to get into this topic. So let's dish it up. I'm sure everyone knows someone who is the eternal optimist, someone who is always happy, 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 happy. And as long as that's genuine, we're happy to be around those people. But I don't want you to think that you, have to be like that all the time in order to be successful and to attract abundance and success. Yes, there is definitely some science to back up the idea of what you think about, you bring about, because your brain thinks in pictures and works to match that external reality to the internal picture. But remember, our brain also can identify BS when it experiences it, and we're just a culmination of the sum of our parts. And that's where things get a little dicey. So how can you tell if you're just having a bad day, or if you've got a mental block or two that is really at the core and it's limiting your success? Well, newsflash, people, we all have limiting blocks of some sort. Your real question should be, are these blocks getting in my way? Because if they aren't, for heaven's sake, simply leave them alone. Why would you want to wake a sleeping giant? Now, when I was a full-time hypnotherapist, occasionally I would run into someone who would want me to help them release, let's say, a fear of snakes. And of course, as part of the process, I would ask them, like questions to get a better idea of how serious the fear was. So if I would find out that the person doesn't live or work or vacation anywhere remotely close to where they would encounter a snake, I have to question then why they want to spend time and money eliminating that fear. Because that's just on the fringe, right? That's the fringe. This is where my job shifts from being someone who can help you eliminate a fear to someone who can help you really shift your perception and realize the insignificant impact that fear has on your life. So the moral of this story is just cut yourself some slack, right? You're never going to have all your ducks in a row, regardless of who you are. That's part of the human condition. All of that stuff is fringe. It's window dressing. I always tell people that the goofy part of me is part of my charm, right? Because I know I don't have the time or the money to fix every single little kernel of ick that I have. I have to be choosy. You want to work on the issues that are costing you money and lost sales. Now, if you notice that you keep doing the same dumb thing day after day, and it's having a negative impact on your ability to either close a sale or serve a client, well then absolutely, yes, that's something that you want to address, because that is at the core. I see that with people that are really self-sabotaging, because they'll do the same thing all the time, or they do different things, but it's always centered around the client. Sometimes they'll get lost, or they'll forget the proposal, or they won't have a pen, or they spill something down their shirt. They're all different things, but they're all centered around the result. So this is what I recommend, that you focus on updating that program, because it's going to keep repeating itself until you do. This one's not on the fringe. This one is at the core. Frankly, I think we make this harder than it needs to be. We all know innately if something is holding us back. Now, whether or not we want to talk about it, that's totally different. Because if we say it out loud and make it real, and then we still don't do anything about it, that's when we feel like an idiot. Now, you can tell how passionate I am about this topic because I get it. I've lived this. So this is what I'm going to do for the next couple of weeks. If you're kind of not sure if your blocks are impacting the fringe, or if they're at the core of things, then they're costing you money, and you want to do a really quick assessment with me. Now, I mean really quick. We're talking 15 minutes, because that's all the time it'll really take for me to figure it out. We can do that together free of charge. Now, I won't be doing any coaching, but I will do an assessment that will give you an idea of what's going on. Okay? The link is below. I want you to feel free to schedule it. It's free, it's easy, it's quick, and I'm happy to do it. So I hope this information was useful for you, and I hope you felt like it gave you a little bit of fresh air. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Feel free to schedule your assessment. I'm really happy that you were here. Thanks so much for listening, and I will talk to you soon. See ya. Bye-bye.